Hey friends, I'm back today with a video on a brand that you guys already know I love. It's one of my favorite brands out there. Let's ignore my shirt for a second. I feel like I'm looking super like boxy and manly, so I feel like it's making my arms look like really like doodly. So that was totally off topic, but in any case, the brand that we are talking about today is It's Belle Cosmetics, and the collection that I'm talking about is the Besame collection. Now, this has taken me a hot minute to get through because there is quite a bit in it. And I'm shocked because the price was so low, to be honest with you guys. So the collection as a whole, if you bought all of it, was $68.99. Like, that's dirt cheap. You get 6 lipsticks, 6 lip pencils, a blush palette, and a makeup bag. To me, that's like really, really low price for what you're getting. So let's go ahead and start with each item separately. Let me just say that my stuff is pretty dirty. It's been sitting on my makeup desk, and my makeup desk is like the hottest of messes, and not in a good way. This is the outer sleeve for the blush palette, which is only $15.99. That is insanely affordable. Like, I don't know how they're doing it. This is cruelty free, and this is what the actual palette itself looks like. When you open it up, these are the shades. Now, let's talk for a second. If you have medium to deep skin tones, this is literally what you've been waiting for. 100% should run and pick this up. If you are fair, if you are porcelain, if you are Casper like me, you should still pick this up, but I definitely have some application tips for you because going in with these is not going to be the same on somebody with a skin tone like mine. Now, these may look extremely intimidating and you may think you cannot use them, but there are a few things you can do when applying these to make it work. The first thing I would say is when you're picking it up, this is just the brush that I've been using to do so. Blow it off after you pick some up because you're not going to need as much product. The other thing I will say is I think it's best to set your face so that no pigmentation gets to be darker in one area. It's not that you can't work with it like that, but I find it to be the easiest method. Should you decide to do it the opposite way, I would say just keep your beauty blender on hand, which I don't know where mine is. Oh wait, hang on. You know what? I've got one over here. Ironically, I've got my It's Belle one over here. Keep one on hand and you can just keep it wet and kind of blot it out. It does definitely work itself out. So if you feel like, ooh, that was too much, what you can do besides kind of working it out is pick up a little bit extra of your foundation if you have not powdered, and even if you have, because I can usually get away with it. Ooh, we might have a delivery. And work it right over your cheeks. Because actually, and you may be surprised to know this, I am wearing the deepest shade in the palette right now, which is this one right here. And you wouldn't guess that. Now, I actually had it on much stronger when I was doing my swatches for the video because I want people to really be able to see what the color looks like on your skin. But normally when I put on my blush, I don't wear it quite so dark. But you can see that for my skin tone, I've made it look like a very wearable shade. My favorite shade in this palette is probably this one right here. I think it is gorgeous. Now, I will say, actually, this one was really cool too. You know what? I really like this palette. I think for $15.99, you're going to get a lot of use out of it. And this is a really good price to try something that is a little bit more bold and play with those types of formulations. So definitely for the price, certainly worth it. If you have medium to dark skin, there is not even a hesitation that you should have because the quality is insane. It's very easy to blend out. It was very smooth. Funnily enough, my mom has really liked my blush for like the last, I don't know, like 2 months, and this is the only thing I've used. Now, it sounds like a little sus, but really I haven't put on makeup that much in the last 2 months, which is sad, but hopefully we're going to be seeing a change in that. Next things that I got were the lip pencils. They're normally only $4.99, which is still extremely affordable for a lip liner. I guess I'm just really surprised by this. So this one right here, admittedly, this is the only thing I would say as feedback is that I wish that there was a name on here somewhere, like the name, the number, I don't care which, because as soon as I took them out of these packages, I no longer know which one goes with which is fine. I don't save the package, but for swatching purposes, I don't know if I'm going to get the numbers right on these. So when you watch this video, take it with a grain of salt. I'm so sorry. But this, I would have to say, is so nice. The texture of these is very easy to use. Now, it's not so soft that it falls apart while you're using it. I hate ones that are so soft that they kind of just squish down. That drives me nuts. But they're not so firm that you're like tugging at your whole lip area. So I really think that this is a nice formula. It lasts and lasts. So for $4.99, this is definitely a really good deal. Also, something else that I've already filled on up with single eyeshadows for now because I've got to put them in their home. The makeup bag. If you were interested in this bag, it is $5 if you want to get it separately. So this is what it looks like. It has the beautiful lips on this side, and then it has the It's Belle. Sorry, you can only see my eyeshadows, but it does have the It's Belle logo on this side. And the very last thing, and I have to say probably my favorite part of this whole collection, was the lipsticks. So these lipsticks are only $8.99 if you want to purchase each one separately, and this is what the packaging looks like. I thought it was so cute. I like the squared offness of it. I thought that it was actually very luxe. I was kind of surprised to see it be this nice. I have a delivery. Love the font that they chose for this. And I have to say, for $8.99, I was shocked that these were magnetic. Like, That's so nice. That's bougie to me. So for instance, this is one of my favorite colors. This is such a, oh my gosh, I'm probably going to say this so wrong. I'm sorry now. I'm going to butcher it, but it's subtle. I'm so sorry. I'm shit with pronunciations. If you've been here, you already know it. But this is gorgeous. The formula on these is somewhere between, it's a very smooth matte, in my opinion. It's not quite satin, but it's not so dry that you're going, ugh, oh my gosh, it's just like sticking to your lips. I actually went ahead and I just did a little swatch on my hand so you could kind of see it. It's so smooth, and I honestly feel like it does a really good job of filling in your line. For the price and for the packaging, I'm surprised that this is so affordable. So if it were me and I could only pick up like one thing from the collection, the lipsticks would be it. Maybe. The blush palette is really nice. The collection is a really good collection. If you decide you want to pick this up, I have a coupon code with them. It's Jaclyntriesit, all one word. It is an affiliated code, so if this makes you uncomfortable, just don't use it. Forget that I've even said this. Scrub it from your mind. But honestly, I don't think you're going to be disappointed with anything in this collection if you do decide to pick it up. The other two things I got when I got this stuff was two of those loose eyeshadows. And I've recently been doing single swatch spotlights on my Instagram, and oh my goodness gracious, I use Divinity, and I'm going to insert a little clip here if I can. I may have deleted the video, but it is on my Instagram, so check it out. These are gorgeous, and if you're looking for something to add to your order so you end up getting free shipping, they're definitely worth it. In any case, I'm going to go ahead and swatch everything for you guys. Keep in mind that I do not have the actual numbers for the lip pencil, so it will just be like, I'm just going to swatch them out for you guys. And then I'll be back at the very end with my final thought. Alright, you guys, I'm back and I want to give you my final thoughts on everything. So what we're talking about today is the Besame collection, and this is from It's Belle Cosmetics. If you guys have watched my channel, you already know. And I was shocked by the price of this whole collection. So if you bought everything in it, it was $68.99. That included the blush palette, 6 lipsticks, 6 lip liners, and a makeup bag. So that's a heck of a deal in my opinion. Now, if you did just want to get the blush palette, this is what it looks like, and it is only $15.99. And I'm honestly astonished that she was able to pull off everything in this collection for the prices that she did it at. They were more than fair, in my opinion. This is a cruelty-free palette. When you open it up, these are the colors inside. Now, I know if you're somebody like me and you're very, very fair, this can look extremely intimidating. In fact, I had considered not picking it up because I didn't think I was going to be able to make it work. But I figured, you know what? I've got the Menagerie Cosmetics Arthurine palette, and there were some very challenging colors in there, and I made that work. So if I can make that work for $15.99, I'm going to make this work, I assure you. And truly, if you guys watched the beginning, it's all about application. You can always go back and kind of cover up what you've done. For instance, if you get a little too heavy-handed and you have not powdered your face, just use your beauty blender or your brush and kind of, you know, dabble over it. If you do apply this to a powdered base, you can take a little bit more powder and just kind of go over the top. Or you can take your sponge or brush and kind of do the same thing. And as I said in the beginning, I'm actually wearing the darkest shade right now. And you would never get that impression because it's definitely something I've toned down. I put it on a lot darker for the swatches, which you've probably noticed, because I really want you guys to be able to see what the tones look like. But this is how it can look. If you have medium to deep tone skin, this is a steal. You should run, not walk, and go get this because I think it is so beautiful. And I'm picturing these tones on your skin and I think they would be fantastic. That's all I'm saying. The next thing I would say is they also have the makeup bag. This is $5 on their site. It's got the lips, it's got their logo. So if you're looking for another makeup bag, I have quite a few and yet I seem to fill them up every single time. The next thing are the lip liners, and this is what they look like. The packaging is actually really cute. I didn't really talk about the packaging so much at the beginning. This isn't the fanciest, but it's definitely not the cheapest I've seen. I think it's really cute. The only thing I wish that was here was either the name or the number that goes with the corresponding color. That way you know what you're using, and I just don't know what they are. I'm so sorry. But as far as the actual textures and performance, they were fantastic. It's not too soft, not too hard, and definitely lasts a long time. So I'm a fan. I'm just saying, for $4.99, that's a great price. But probably the star of the show, in my opinion, were the lipsticks. And oh my gosh, the components on these are very, very luxe. I was surprised that they were only $8.99, especially when I pulled them out of the box because I was like, oh, this is nice. You've got the little design here. You've got some writing right here. When you open it up, it's like, it's really kind of, it's heavier than you would expect it to be, and it's magnetic. I love magnetic lids. I don't know why. It's kind of like a simple thing, but it's something extra that adds to the experience in my opinion. And as far as the formula in here, it's very good. It's somewhere between, it's a matte, but it's a smoother matte. So it's not quite a satin. I definitely wouldn't say it's a satin, but it's not so matte that it just like clumps up on your lips and sits there. Watch it out here a little bit. And I've got to say, it really does a nice job of filling in the lines that I have here because my hands are pretty dry. And when I say pretty dry, I mean they were like cracking, they were gross. I've been sanitizing and washing like a metric shit ton. My mom's had COVID for like 3 weeks now, and while I haven't seen her, I've taken her stuff and kind of dropped it off and then tried to run away. So I'm just being extra cautious, but my hands have taken a toll, and I've got to say, I think it still looks very nice. And again, if you are considering picking this up, I do have a coupon code that can help you save some money. It is Jaclyntriesit, all one word. It is an affiliated code, so if this makes you uncomfortable, just burn that from your memory. But I have to say, I think that this collection was well thought out. I really feel like they did a great job, and I was shocked by the price of everything. It was so affordable, and the quality was really good. So in any case, I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If it was, maybe consider subscribing, like this video, maybe leave a comment down below. Let me know, did you pick up anything? Are you considering picking up anything? And I hope that everybody is staying safe and well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!